So you talked a little bit about sanctuary cities. As you know, Minneapolis is one of those. Can you elaborate more on your plan to end the sanctuary cities?
Well, unfortunately, most of the big cities in America are governed by Democrats. Most of the big cities, you have Democratic mayors, you usually have Democratic city councils. And an awful lot of cities run by Democrats have become sanctuary cities where they defy federal law. They become havens for people who are here illegally. And we see the consequences of it. We saw it horrifically in San Francisco with the murder of Kate Steinle, where the leaders of San Francisco essentially invited illegal aliens to come to their city, including, sadly, violent criminal illegal aliens who murdered Kate Steinle. Enough is enough. We need to end sanctuary cities. And one of the most direct tools to do so is cutting off federal funds to any city that declares itself a sanctuary city and that defies federal immigration law. We should not be providing federal taxpayer dollars to a city that is actively frustrating federal law. And what's been missing in Washington is presidential leadership to get that done. If I'm elected president, we will get it done.
You also mentioned a flat tax, but not a rate. Do you have a rate in mind?
We have not rolled out a specific rate. I'm working with our economic team right now, designing the details. What I have said, and we will in the coming months, what I have said at this point is that it needs to be a simple flat tax where every American can fill out his or her taxes on a postcard, and that when we do that, we should abolish the IRS.
And finally, there's a large group of Minnesotans coming to see you at your event tonight. Do you have a plan to turn a blue state red?
Well, sure, because there are common sense values that cut across this country that are irrespective of party. We need to get back to the free market principles and constitutional liberties that built this country. You know, there are a lot of political observers who say the way you win in a purple state or blue state is you effectively run as Democrat light. And we've seen that doesn't work. If you think about it, in the last 50 years, there is one Republican who has a group of Democrats named after him. Reagan Democrats. He didn't earn those votes by painting in pale pastels. He gave a clear, bold, positive, optimistic vision and attracted millions of FDR Democrats to come over. One of the incredible things about our campaign, everywhere we go, we have men and women coming up to us who say, I've been a Democrat my whole life, and I'm coming over to vote for you. Why? Because the values that tie us together, free market values, constitutional liberty, something like religious liberty. Religious liberty cuts across racial lines, it cuts across ethnic lines, it cuts across party lines, it cuts across socioeconomic lines. If we appeal to the shared values of all of us of Americans, that's how we win, not just in red states and not just in purple states, but in blue states as well.
Thank you very much.